Hello, 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 and welcome. If you're new to Scholar's Voice, thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. My name is Kathy Mazak. I'm the founder of Scholar's Voice, and we are a professional development company for academics. And I want to jump right into today's topic, which is how do you know it's time to revise your academic mission statement? Now, if you're not new to Scholar's Voice or to me, then you probably have heard me talk about the academic mission statement. And the academic mission statement is a one sentence. We have a template that we use and teach inside of our programs that captures kind of the essence of what you want your career to be about, right? It's a mission statement. It's like the thesis statement for your career. It's a little aspirational, as missions often are. And we use it as a tool inside of our programs to really help you put boundaries around your time, focus your work, decide what to publish, say yes and no to opportunities. It's a very, very useful tool. And some of our clients, and maybe, some of our clients have been with us for a long time, and they want to know, like, how should I revise my academic mission statement? And maybe if you followed my podcast or some of my other videos where I talk about academic mission statement, you might have drafted one on your own, and you might be wondering the same thing, like, well, how do I know that it's time to revise this academic mission statement? Which is another way to ask, kind of like, how do I know that it's time to revise my mission or my focus in academia? So that's what we're talking about today. I'm so excited. Hi. Yes. So we are, so the first thing is that I always recommend having your academic mission statement printed out and hanging somewhere on your wall or on your desktop or some place that you can read it often. In terms of sitting down to revise it, I think it's a really good idea to touch back in with that mission statement at the beginning of every semester. If you're on a semester system, that equals about every 4 months or so. And it's just a good idea at the beginning of each semester to take at least an hour and have what I like to call a strategic planning session with yourself, where you sit down with your mission statement, you get out your pipeline map, you get out your ideal week calendar, and you look through everything again and see if it all still makes sense for this moment in your career. A lot of times I encourage people to have a word of the year, which can also help kind of guide that, what is this the year of? Is it the year of clearing your publication pipeline? Is it the year of getting grants? Is it the year of revising teaching? What is this about? And that can also help guide whether you want to take stock again of your mission statement. But there's also key moments in the career in which you are going to want to definitely revise your academic mission statement. So it's really important to embrace the idea that you are changing, that your field is changing, things around you are changing, everything is always changing, and so are you, as my coach, Natalie Miller, says. So you're gonna change. You actually should, you should want to change inside of academia and evolve and develop your focus and even your area of expertise, right? There's a lot of people, and this is often an area of a lot of stress, but a lot of people pivot in academia, right? They start studying one thing, and in the course of their studies, they make a pivot to study something else. And that is also a really important moment to revise your academic mission statement. So, as I was saying, right, you're changing, things change. So there's key kind of career moments where you're really going to want to look at your academic mission statement. The first one is you're going to want to at least compose the mission statement when you're sometime early career, right? Where you're either maybe even as a doctoral student, but it's best. This is really designed for professors, so people who are in an academic position. So when you're early career in those first year to 3 years of the career, you might have a relatively stable academic mission statement. as you're going to go up for any kind of promotion action, it's a really good idea to revise the academic mission statement to say like, okay, while you're going up for that promotion action, you can hold up your CV, your publications, the things you've done up against that academic mission and see if the two things jive. Going forward, though, maybe there's a little pivot you need to make. Maybe there's a revision. Maybe you want to slightly up-level your publication area, or you want to make a change or a pivot, and revising the academic mission statement will help guide you in that pivot. Of course, when you go up for tenure, again, like speaking to those of us who are in the North American system, we use the term tenure, but there is an equivalent promotional or semi-equivalent promotional moment for just about everyone. And that is a really important career moment. And I'm going to speak to it as somebody with experience in a tenured position, but wherever you are in the world, this same moment of when you get like the stamp of approval, yes, you can stay, you can go to the next rank level, is the moment I'm talking about. So when you move from early career to mid-career, there's like, it's not like turning on a switch. It's more like a slow burn build. And I like to use the metaphor of like a snowball rolling down a mountain, right? It's getting more snow, but it's also picking up sticks and small rocks and dirt and branches and stuff. And the longer it keeps rolling down the hill, the more things are like stuck to it, right? This is the metaphor for your career. And once you are mid-career, right, which is after you get that first promotion in most cases, when you're about your 5, 6, around there somewhere, your snowball has so much stuff stuck to it, you almost like can forget who you are and what you're about and what you even wanted. So that's definitely a career moment to reevaluate your academic mission statement, rethink about it. Or if you've never written an academic mission statement before, that is a great moment to write an academic mission statement. Tune back in with who you are, with what you want, with what you want your scholarly work to create in the world, and write that academic mission statement or revise it. Similarly, or let's think of kind of like a different path. Let's imagine that you have taken art programs, or that you've worked really hard to make sure that everything is on mission. And this is, I had a conversation with a client about this really recently, that she's like, well, now I've been working with an academic mission statement and working through your programs for 2-3 years now. And now every opportunity that comes my way is pretty much on mission. And we teach how to use the academic mission statement as like a way to discern whether you should take on a new opportunity or not, right? We have like a decision-making flow chart and everything that's all based on the mission statement. But what happens when everything that comes your way is on mission? And let me tell you, if you do this work of aligning your activities to your mission, which again, we teach in our Navigate program, we work with in our programs, if you do that work, this is the inevitable result, that when you get asked to do something, it will be on mission. And you can no longer use your academic mission statement as the criteria or as the filter with which to make decisions. And you have to up-level your mission statement. And there's other things like in mid-career that we talk about, especially in our Elevate program. But that's another career moment where you need to really look at your mission statement and maybe make it more narrow. Maybe add something else to it that you want to kind of like, you want to shift your focus more to public scholarship or something like that. Like then maybe you can capture that inside your academic mission statement. And it's like such a good problem to have when you have done all of this work to align all of your activities and things with your academic mission statement, and you see that work reflected back to you in all of your opportunities being on mission. I mean, what a great problem to have. But it means you have to revise your academic mission statement, or you have to use different criteria to make those decisions. And those are things we talk about in our mid-career or our Elevate program. But you know, that's another moment to really look at the academic mission statement. So What else? Whenever you're changing, if you're going to change jobs, it's a good moment to imagine or revise your academic mission statement, because you really want to put yourself out in the world like with a certain image, right? As a scholar on the market, and articulating that academic mission statement can really help you to do that. And even other moments in your life. Like, I really think that every kind of big life moment should also, or is also, I was going to say, the opportunity to revise and reflect on your career. And it is an opportunity, I guess, but it's necessary to, like, as you grow and change, to revise your dreams for your career and revise your academic mission and academic mission statement. So, for example, major life happenings, like you move or you got sick or someone in your family got sick and you had to care for that person. You had a child, you got married, you got divorced, all of those kind of major life moments that happen that are not, as much as we try to pretend that we are brains floating around in the world, we are actually brains in bodies with families and relationships and all of those things. And so we are not immune to, or like, though it's not like those things don't affect us. We are humans in our career, so we are affected in the career when things happen outside of our career. And those are moments to, again, re-examine that academic mission statement and really look hard at what's going on. Another thing too, like, you just might decide that it's time for another season in your career. So I think that the idea of seasonality is really a powerful idea and an empowering idea inside of academia. I think a lot of times, I think that the sociocultural expectation, right, is for sameness, that you are supposed to produce the same amount all the time. You're supposed to act the same no matter what. It doesn't matter what's going on at home. It doesn't matter these other things. You're supposed to perform in the job, like, no matter what. Like, I think that's all ridiculous. So, because we're humans, right? So we need to understand our humanity, and there is seasonality to our lives. Like, academic jobs are long, right? Like, people tend to get the job and hold on to it for 20 or 30 years. I don't know if that will be true for those of you who are starting right now, but definitely in my generation, people, tend to hold on to the academic job. And it's not going to be the same for 10 years, for 20 years, for 30 years. There's seasons to it. There's a season for grant getting and data collection. There's a season for writing up. There's a season for curricular design and redesign. There's a season for program design. There's a season for mentoring. And yes, these things always overlap somewhat, but you get to choose what season you're in, and you get to focus and give that seasonality to your career. And that's going to make it a more sustainable career. If you're just trying to do all the things I just mentioned, like at 100% forever, it's not sustainable. So it's going to be a more enjoyable career if you kind of embrace and build in seasonality. So when you are maybe ready to change seasons, that's also a really good moment to revise your academic mission statement. So I hope that this is helpful to those of you who have tried writing an academic mission statement, for those of you who have worked on this already. If you're interested in learning how to write your academic mission statement and how to use it, it is a core part of our Navigate program. And right now, our Navigate Your Writing Roadmap program is open for applications. We are enrolling people into our summer cohort, which runs from May 15th to August 4th. So you can find the link in the description, which is scholarsvoice.org/navigate. Find the pink button on the page and apply. Please be sure to read that webpage. It describes the program. It says the price of the program. It gives you an idea of what you're going to produce or accomplish during the program. If it sounds like it's for you, go ahead, click the pink button on that page, scholarsvoice.org/navigate. Click the pink pink button and submit your application. We have a multiple step application process because we very carefully curate community. And so I really want you to carefully, submit that application. And if you make it past the first step, we have a self-evaluation process that you go through and then submit to us. And then that's when we make an admissions decision. So we are very excited to be, we've already got applications coming in. We're very excited to be running this summer writing session cohort. And thank you for listening and watching this video, which is part of our summer writing prep series. For the next few weeks, I guess I've done 3 videos this week already. For the next 2 weeks, we'll be doing 3 videos a week for a total of 9 videos in our summer writing prep series, which, I would be remiss to say if I didn't say that it's a great idea to revise your academic mission statement at the beginning of the summer, especially if you're trying to get some writing done, getting back in touch with that academic mission statement and making sure that your writing aligns with it is a great way to get kind of motivation and energy to work on those summer writing projects. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. Give me a like, leave me a little comment, share the video with your friends, and try the academic mission statement if you want to get our expert guidance and coaching around writing the academic mission statement and using it to take control of your career and publish more. Then please go ahead and fill out an application for Navigate. Have a great day. Bye.